Okay. All right, I'm live. Gonna just push-pull legs, calisthenics based workout. I wanted to do another one just to show that I changed things up and they're a little different from workout to workout. That way you work everything. You don't miss a spot. Uh, yeah, ready to go. Yeah, I got it all set up, loosely planned out. Don't trip over that. Good. Okay, I'm gonna try this move out. This is my first attempt at this exercise. Okay, that was a rear delt movement. Normally you do it like bent over like that, and the way gravity hits, all the pressure is right here, and you don't get much down here. If you lay on the bench, then you get it at that lower part of the motion. I'm trying to slow down, take my time a little bit. Because it's all pushing, so it's kind of hard to superset. So I don't want to rush it too much. I'm about to do some pressing movements, some standing press. Standing press, it works more your whole body, your stabilizers, your stomach and lower back, your core, as they call it. So you can't do as much as like a seated press. You can do like significantly less weight standing than seated. And this is kind of a lightweight using kettlebell. Using narrow kettlebell. I don't mess with kettlebells too much. I think just like the Turkish get up, maybe some cleaning motions. But I'm using lighter weight. There's a way. I guess I'll talk about it in a minute. I'm doing not going to full burnout. Trying to accumulate volume. The Dorian Yates method was really popular. The Mike Mentzer high intensity, which is good to do, shake things up and really work on your strength. But if you do that all the time, then it's like a pyramid that goes up, and it doesn't have any base. You don't have any base strength. So it's like if you're playing the Jenga game. And it's like this foundation. There's like not much there, and it's really heavy at the top, ready to fall over. That's why like powerlifters do like a deload and stuff like that every once in a while. So it's nice to do that high intensity, work on your strength, and you get progress and shake things up. But if you do it all the time, it's like you don't have a foundation. I'm just doing calisthenics so I can play around, hold the plank position a little longer. Cat introduces a little element of randomness. Twenty minutes in. Thanks. Yeah, I'm doing, I guess you call it a lot of junk volume. It's a pretty popular term with bodybuilders and powerlifters. I guess that pertains more to if you're going after like specific goals or something like that. But like specific strength goals and stuff like that, it's very scientific to get to that goal. But here I'm just building general strength and general endurance, and then general conditioning, speed, power, all that. It depends on how you lift it. Sometimes more explosive, sometimes slower. But putting in a lot of intensity, I think I always put in a lot of intensity. And so with that, with the high volume or junk volume, the more intensity you put out, the more you like carve out definition and different muscular shape and definition and all that, as well as anything. The more intensity you get up to a certain point, the better results you get. But you can go overboard and get like headaches and stuff like that. It's important to breathe. Breathe while you're working out. If you don't breathe, if you hold your breath, you'll get headaches and stuff like that. Cardio. Guess that's a pretty broad question. It's really important, especially a lot of like weightlifters and bodybuilders and people who do a lot of weightlifting. Cardio is really neglected, really important for your health and everything like that. It's really important for your health. Weightlifting also, you do too much of it, and you may lose muscle mass or look like a raisin or something like that, or like a burnt candle or like raisin depleted. So weightlifting balances that out. Uh, it's just pretty broad cardio. It's just something you want to put in balance with strength training as well. Yeah, I do all different kinds of cardio. I've been doing a lot of yard work, pushing the lawnmower, cutting bushes and stuff like that, on the running, walking, bike riding. It's getting hotter, so I'm doing more activity outside. Yeah, I do a lot of walking. Running, I guess I do a little bit. I'll incorporate that in. But walking is more like an easier activity that you can do every day just without thinking about it. Whereas running is a little bit more thought into it. And then also, do like a lot of walking and bike riding. If I go for a run, then I have to stretch after, so it may interfere with flexibility and stuff like that. Well, ask all you want. More questions, the better. Um, yeah, I talked about that gravity curve while I'm laying on the bench. Um, I think just like cables and machines eliminate that gravity curve, but why are you just like MMA? I guess. Um, yeah, with the gravity curve, it helps a lot with like a medical perspective of evening things out and everything. But if you're like functioning out in the world, doing work or fighting or whatever, there is a gravity curve there, so you have to um, change resistance potentially rapidly. So free weights do that, whereas a machine, um, it's more artificial. Yeah, I got that comment about MMA. I think my early training really suited MMA, where we did a lot of wrestling and weightlifting in school and all that, and traditional background, which was really good. But as I moved on, I just found it more. My early training was so good that I was able to like work out on my own to where MMA, I guess, is still a little behind. So like the MMA gyms I found uh, weren't quite as good. It was like more, I'd have to like travel really far or something like that to reach a good MMA gym. So I guess luck or fortune didn't work out, and I just found it easier to work out on my own, and do like more like a conventional gym was more important than MMA. Because if you just work out martial arts and don't have the physical background underneath it, then it's like you're just kind of spinning your wheels or something like that. So weightlifting can be kind of like cardio. It can increase your cardio. It can require a lot of cardio, but still not as effective as like running or like pure cardio, like running or swimming or something like that, or step mill. Well, thanks. Yeah, I've studied a lot. I have a lot of different knowledge and techniques, and I guess I mix them like Bruce Lee. You know, mixing different styles. But yeah, so the weightlifting I've been doing a lot more recently and incorporates a lot of cardio. But if you're doing like pure bodybuilding or powerlifting or something like that, then you kind of want to eliminate cardio and focus more on the lifting. Bodybuilding, you might be able to incorporate a little bit more cardio, but like powerlifting is like specific for those specific lifts. Um, uh, I think the closest I got to powerlifting was high school. Worked out at a couple different powerlifting gyms. They were like regular gyms that had powerlifting there. So I guess you know I got a little rub off, picked up a little bit, but I think like my bone structure and everything, I'm more suited to higher reps. 45 minutes in, making good time. Guess I'm move on to the triceps in a little bit. I can move on at any time, but I still want to grind out a few sets. I guess I guess I'll do a little bit of gymnastic moves. I hadn't really studied gymnastics that much, just watching what you see on the Olympics and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess I seem to be tall. I guess I'm kind of lanky. Legs are long, arms are long, torso is kind of small. I'm actually pretty small in a lot of ways. I carry a lot of muscle on my bone structure. I'd actually be a lot smaller sleeping. I didn't carry so much muscle. My wrists are pretty small. I guess I get a little thicker. I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do another set of these push-ups. I think you call them archer push-ups. Only 5 seconds, huh? But these push-ups, they're like a fly motion, like a dumbbell fly or something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how tall I am. I think I've run into a lot of people tall for some reason, wearing like big shoes or something like that. Or what they do that in like movies or prison or like in prison guards or something like that. They put everybody's like over 6 feet or something like that. You're gonna do another set. Side to side, yeah. All right, 1 second, I'll be right back. Yeah, just as a warm-up set. Yeah, a lot of people neglect underhand motions for triceps. I figure I'd go ahead and start with this. Now we're in. And then I'll show some neck exercises as well. I don't normally do it, but I just kind of want to show it off on camera. And then I'll talk about beginner movements and more advanced movements as well. Because they're hard. Are you talking about neck or tricep? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll show like some pretty easy ones that some people might just want to use for general health, and then some other ones for more like durability for sports and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess you got to start with the basics before you move to underhand movements. From right here, it's supposed to get the medial head, that area right there. Yeah, I guess forearms could be a little difficult. I think most people neglect them because if you do curls in your back, then you might not find it necessary to do forearms. It's just an extra. If you have extra time, then you can do this. Yeah, they work your grip a lot. You have to hold on more doing that reverse grip. Do one more set. Actually, let me do a set of these first. Yeah, show off some neck exercises really quick. This is really good at replacing the machine. You just hold the weight just enough to keep it in place and not to change the resistance, just to keep it from sliding off. And the place is much like if you're just like a regular person. I mean, if you're just going for like general health, then you can just do body weight and do high reps on this one. And let's take a be right back. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna do this neck exercise, like the front bridge or something like that. I think I might have invented it, but it can be pretty dangerous. So I don't recommend trying it. I'll do it because last week the bench was sliding, so I figured I'd put the mat here, see if it still does that. No, it's still sliding. What is it? See, that fixes it. Okay, not bad. Thanks. Fix my hair. Yeah, it was sliding. It never used to slide when I used to do it. I guess I was doing it on the rug or something like that. I guess it does work, the low rack. Okay, back up. Yeah, I plan to do my back tomorrow, so try not to burn my abs or my rear delts out too hard. Target level. Okay, one more set of headstand, and that's it. And yeah, I do this so it makes everything strong. It's like an inversion as well. It's supposed to be good for your thyroid. And then when I do it, I hold my legs at 90 degrees. Really works this back area. All right, that's the workout. Yeah, all those other neck exercises seem to take away from the headstand. It could make it more dangerous if you're not used to that. But then after you do that inversion, you're supposed to hold it, hold it like parallel to the ground for a little bit. So that way the blood, you don't switch from inversion to like right standing straight up again. You're supposed to let the blood kind of even out a little bit before you stand straight up. But yeah, that's a workout. Got good timing, got a pretty fast, fast pace, a lot of intensity. Planning on doing a back tomorrow, but have a post-workout shake. So that's that. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. Bye.